He's a man who connects with the American people in a big way. Renowned country singer, songwriter John Rich shares his views on faith, family, and freedom. That's right here, right now, on Be the People. Greetings from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm Carol Swain, and this is Be the People. Each week we examine the social, political, and cultural issues that affect our lives. My special guest on this program is country singer-songwriter John Rich, who has a solo career in addition to being part of Big and Rich. John has written more than 1,300 songs and is a three-time ASCAP Songwriter of the Year. On top of his many other accomplishments, John was the winner of Celebrity Apprentice in 2011, raising hundreds of thousands of dollars for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Yet another tribute to a man whose music touches so many American lives.
I think John Rich is the most talented person I've ever met. He's a singer, a songwriter, a musician.
Lost in this moment with you, I am completely consumed by feeling so absolute. There's no doubt. Sealing our love with a kiss. Waited my whole life for this. Watching all my dreams come true. Lost in this moment with you.
That song we wrote, Deadwood Mountain, talks about if we could be buried anywhere, it would be right next to Brother Wild Bill and Sister Calamity Jane. So maybe we can do enough for the state of South Dakota and for the city of Deadwood in our lives that they might give us an honor like that. But right now it's just awesome to let us sit up here and play music.
Therefore, I, Francis Toscana, mayor of the city of Deadwood, do hereby confer on you the honorary title of Marshals of the city of Deadwood.
Now you all make sure you mind your manners out there.
I think it's okay to make a little trouble. Country music wasn't built on the Brady Bunch, you know what I mean?
And here he is right now, country singer and songwriter John Rich.
Thank you for having me.
John.
This is awesome to be here. I watched your show.
Well, thank you so much.
It's a great show. It's an important show.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in spite of your celebrity, you remain very approachable, real down home. Can you tell us about how your background and your upbringing contributes to the fact that you're so real?
Well, the great thing about country music is I think it's real music sung by real people, to real people that we all have the same issues going on in our lives. And for me, it's key as a songwriter and as an artist to stay in contact and within reaching distance of the fans. I grew up in a double-wide trailer out in Amarillo, Texas, up in the Panhandle, and you know, we didn't go without meals or anything, but we lived pretty lean out there. My dad's a preacher and sold cars. I was a night watchman at a bank. I mean, he was pulling 3 or 4 jobs, and I watched how hard he worked. And as I stepped into my music career, I think I took that work ethic along with me. And you always understand, if you really want something, go work really hard for it. And part of that is don't lose touch with the people that took you to where you are. I have a great career due to the millions of country fans out there who have bought my music or come to my shows or whatever. That support is what allows me to keep going.
Okay, when did you decide that you wanted to be a songwriter?
When there was a girl in high school who was dating a football player, and I wasn't big enough to get on the football team. If any guy ever tells you that they started writing songs or learned a guitar for anything other than a girl, they're lying to you, because it's all about girls, that's it. So I picked up a guitar, I wrote a song about this girl, I put it in her locker, and sure enough, she left the football player for me, and I went, I think I'm going to follow this songwriting thing a little bit further.
And you must have had role models in the music industry. Who were your role models?
Well, I mean, Johnny Cash to me, you know, the ultimate walking dichotomy. I mean, here's a guy who in the same group of music has Billy Graham quoting scripture, and he's got a song called Cocaine Blues on the exact same bodies of work, and how does that coexist? But to me, he was a great, not only country artist, but a great artist, world artist, and what a gift he had been given to do that. Songwriters, there's a lady named Sharon Vaughn who wrote My Heroes Have Always Been Cowboys. Don Cook, who, when I came on the scene with Lone Star, he was producing Brooks and Dunn and the Mavericks and Joe Diffie and all these big artists. He took me under his wing. These people saw that I could write, but they knew I didn't really understand the whole craft of building a song out.
Okay, now when was it known, you know, to pretty much the world that you'd be a big star?
I don't know. I don't know when or if the world has ever determined that yet.
Okay.
But for me, I guess my first job was at Opryland USA in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm sad that that's not here anymore because it was such a breeding ground for talent. So many great artists came through there. But when I was a senior in high school, I auditioned for Country Music USA at Opryland, and I got the gig. I worked there for about 9 months, and I met Dean Sams, who's the guy that started Lone Star. He asked me to be the bass player, and I said, I'm in. So I rode with Lone Star all those years, and that has just led into all the rest of the steps in my career.
Okay, well, John, we'll continue our discussion in just a moment. Stay with Be the People as we see how John Rich uses his talent in music to reach out to everyday Americans.